A few months ago, Elon Musk posted a bold tweet saying that Tesla may become bigger than Apple in just a matter of months. With that, it's no secret that Musk publicly critiqued Apple and talked about problems that the biggest company in the world currently has. While he has since deleted the post about surpassing Apple, his assertion does beg the question, is this a possibility? The conversation on Twitter about Tesla's market value was initiated by an account called Whole Mars Blog. The account is known for promoting Tesla content and tweeted the controversial words, "Tesla is going to be bigger than Apple." Musk then responded to the tweet, seeming to express agreement with the statement, "I think there is a greater than 0% chance Tesla could be the biggest company." When another user wrote, "I love the direction of that arrow," Musk was quick to respond, "Probably within a few months," implying that the electric company could exceed the size of Apple this year. This is a rather ambitious statement from the CEO, given that Tesla has a current market value of $819.76 billion, which is significantly smaller than Apple's current market value of $2.329 trillion. Musk deleted the tweet shortly after it was sent, but not before many users had the time to take screenshots of his deleted tweet and share it around the online sphere. Tesla and Apple don't currently compete in a direct way. However, it's possible that it will soon change, as the iPhone titan allegedly has plans to release its own autonomous electric car by the year 2024. This comes at a time when JP Morgan analysts predict Tesla will lose its dominance in the electric car industry as more established brands step in with their own developments and steal some of the market shares. In fact, even in February of this year, Tesla seemed to show signs it was losing its edge over the competition, as the Mustang Mach-E sent waves through the industry. This isn't the first time Elon Musk and Apple CEO Tim Cook have clashed on Twitter. Musk has previously taken to the platform to call out Cook for effectively ghosting him. Back when Tesla was working on the Model 3 ramp, the company burned through around $3 billion trying to reach a weekly production rate of 5,000 vehicles. It was a critical moment for the car manufacturer, and things were looking bleak from a financial perspective. Musk claimed in a tweet from December 2020 that he reached out to Apple during the difficult time with the intention of proposing the two companies strike a deal. However, Apple CEO Tim Cook refused to even agree to a meeting with Musk. Elon wrote, "During the darkest days of the Model 3 program, I reached out to Tim Cook to discuss the possibility of Apple acquiring Tesla for 1/10 of our current value. He refused to take the meeting. So in light of all of this, is it possible that Tesla can take over Apple? Currently, Tesla's market cap stands at around $800 million, whereas Apple's exceeds $2 trillion. In order for Tesla to be bigger than Apple, Tesla's stock price will need to at least triple, and that is only if we suppose Apple's stock price doesn't increase in the meantime. It might seem far-fetched, but the American investment firm ARK Invest believes that this could actually happen by 2025. In the firm's latest research, ARK proposed a Tesla price target of $3,000 per share. Based on their analysis, ARK believes that in 4 years, Tesla will be able to produce 5 to 10 billion cars a year. And of those cars, 60% will be operated by Tesla as robo-taxis, and the rest will be sold to the public. If this were the case, then Tesla would have a revenue of almost $700 billion, with over $200 billion being net income. Given that in 2020, Apple had $274 billion in revenue and $57 billion profit, the eventuality of Tesla taking over Apple does actually seem quite realistic. However, even if ARK's prediction proves true and Tesla manages to drastically increase its revenue, let's not forget that Apple will also likely continue to grow in the next 4 years. The company is set to launch the M1 chip, and its subscription services are going from strength to strength, which is no doubt helping with business growth. In fact, streaming services are becoming increasingly major players, with the global video streaming market being valued at just over $50 billion in 2020. Bearing in mind that Apple has 3% of this market, we can imagine that it's earning them quite a pretty penny. However, Tesla may just manage to beat out Apple for the top spot simply because of the industry it's centered in. The smartphone, PC, and software world is capped at around $2 trillion. Whereas the vehicle and energy market is worth several trillions. This means Tesla certainly has the potential to grow far bigger than Apple if it plays its cards right. But let's remember that Apple is dipping its toes in the electric and autonomous vehicle markets too. And if that goes to plan, it could very well compete with Tesla in the vehicle domain. So basically, the jury's still out on whether Tesla can overtake Apple, as it ultimately depends on how successful Tesla is dominating the electric vehicle market, and Apple's comparative success at entering it. Taking over Apple has obviously been on Elon Musk's mind for a while, as he first mentioned it back in 2017 at a Tesla earnings call. The CEO raised eyebrows by claiming the electric car maker was on track to become one of the most valuable companies in the world. When Barclays analyst Brian Johnson asked Musk the following: "A couple years ago, when the stock was at $200, you outlined a scenario where you could get to $700 billion in market cap. That's about where Apple was at the time. We're 2 years later. You're obviously close to the Model 3 launch. How are you looking at that?" Musk responded by claiming Tesla can achieve that valuation thanks to the company's pioneering development in robots, software, and artificial intelligence. He said, "This is not just a bunch of robots that are sitting there, it's the programming of robots and how they interact, and it's far more complex than the software in the car. I think this is just going to be a very difficult thing for other manufacturers to copy. I would not know what to do if I were in their position." However, while Tesla has made major economic growth in the past couple of years, it's been a rocky road and was behind General Motors in terms of market value just a few years ago. Critics like AutoNation CEO Mike Jackson questioned whether Tesla isn't just a great Ponzi scheme, i.e., investment fraud. And when speaking at Greenlight Capital in 2017, hedge fund manager David Einhorn said he was skeptical that the company will be able to mass market at wolves that justify the current valuation. However, Tesla fans firmly believe in the company's technological lead and dexterity. At the same 2017 Tesla earnings call, Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley asked if Apple has anything to contribute to Tesla's mission to accelerate the transition to shared autonomy and sustainable transport. Musk replied, "Yeah, I don't think they want to have that conversation. At least I've not heard any indication that they do. Obviously, Apple continues to make some great products, and I use their phone and their laptop. It's cool." This was obviously before Musk heard the rumor that Apple would be entering the electric vehicle game. So, is Tim Cook quaking in his boots? Is it possible for Tesla to overtake Apple as the biggest company in the world? Or just Twitter bravado? Well, the answer is not exactly crystal clear, but is certainly not beyond the realms of possibility. Within a few months, as Musk claimed, was a little ambitious and ultimately erroneous. But within a few years? That's not looking so unlikely. If Tesla continues to grow at the rate it has been since 2019, and Apple meanwhile either stagnates or grows at a slower rate, then by 2024, Tesla may well be the biggest company on the planet. However, if Apple successfully ventures into autonomous automobiles, then Tesla may still find itself behind the iPhone giant. Only time will tell on this one.